All right, my friends, I have come to realize that I haven't done a full introduction into Discord. So this is going to be a video to discuss exactly how to go about the wonderful world of Discord. Here we go. Alright guys, so the first thing you're likely to see when you join MTOPS is this MTOPS new crew arena. Inside here, what you want to do is fill out the new member questionnaire. That's a really good thing to do because you'll become one of the crew, one of the MTOPians. And once they are formed, our kind and really awesome member, Mr. Richard Fisher, will pull the information through and generate a card. So this is Scotty. He's 40 years old, married with his beautiful twins, and the rest is waiting for you. So go have a look at it when you climb into the community. Okay, so fill that out so we get to know more about you and the community members get to learn about you as well. Okay, so once you've got the MTOP tag, so what I'll do, for example, with new entrants, I'll click on the guys and I'll go to add to MTOPS, right? So right now I'm going to give him a new crew tag for the time being, and when he's ready to join us, I'll put it in into the MTOP tag crew. So if you come across here and you have a look at all our members, you get to see that there's a variation of tags. We've got some power traders. These are the OGs that have been with us for a long while. Then the MTOPians, and the list will build down. So that's what happens out the gate when you come into this environment. So let me just kind of take that off for a second. Okay, so once you've got your tag, you go through to video tutorials. So you can click on that hyperlink and you get started out the gate. So here's your first playlist, then you get into the next market cycles and it builds through. Go through the videos systematically, make sure you understand all of them. Take notes, go back to anything that's not clear, and just really pace yourself through that part of the journey. It's very good to master what you're learning. So I urge you not to rush through the material just to get to the result, because what happens more often than not when guys do that, they overlook fundamentals that could really save them in the future. So try not to skip ahead too far in advance. Just sit with each video. Make sure that you got everything laid out really well. And then from there, just keep on building the structure until you've got MTOPS under your grasp. Okay, so back to this environment over here. Once you've got your first few charts set up, go through to Bitcoin charts. You can just click through on that hyperlink and join us in the community. It doesn't matter what skill you're at. If it's just a very simple chart, feel free to share it with us. We would love to see your progress and comment on it. We've got some great guys from around the world covering all time zones. In this moment, South Africa, America, Central Panama, Australia, Eastern America, Benny's from North America. So mostly the Americans are awake at the moment, just because it's that time of the day where the rest of the world is mostly still asleep. Wednesday hasn't started for them just yet. It's still Tuesday for where we are right now. And they'll get through and they'll comment and add information that may help your progress. So it's very important that you remain a part of the community. I highly encourage you to be as engaged as you can. Don't make this your world. Of course, you got kids and family and jobs and whatever else that's going on. But when you've got the time, just put your time, effort, and energy into the community. What you give is what you get, right? That's the law of the universe, and one of the principles that I'm sure has worked out many times in the story of your human journey, right? So the more you are vulnerable and you offer yourself, the more of the guys are going to welcome you in and just make you a part of the team. And it's super important because moving forward, I believe that we've got the financial key to all markets, right? Like, it's basically open gates for us. So moving forward, in my opinion, we are the next evolution of new money. And I'm talking about like real money. So get to know everyone. You'll get to see in terms of everyone maybe jumping ahead here, but I'm really excited, is that our diversity is there. We've got all ages from all corners of the planet. So there's no norm person amongst the community. It's just the rich diversity that makes us really happy to have this global community come together. And the reason why the rich diversity is so important to us is because whoever you are, will find someone just like you or very similar to you, or someone you'll get on with. So if you are someone in your 20s, we've got guys who'll be able to join your vibe. If you've got guys and if you're someone who is a pensioner, you'll have guys who are there to join your vibe. If you're from Iran, you've got guys to support you. Got from South Africa or the UK or anywhere else, the Middle East or Canada, wherever in the world, there are allies there. And it's really good to have that brothership. That when I say that brothership, it's not a sexist thing. It's just to illustrate a point. To have that brother in, to have that the arms around the shoulders. Someone's going to have your back. Just someone to chat to, someone to bond with, and you'll see that there's a lot of warm, natured people in the community. So lean in on that. Don't feel isolated. Don't feel shy. Don't feel like you're alone in this. Like we're here together. Okay. So very important. Share your charts. Get some feedback from us. And then once you've done the initial bits, not in that order, feel free to introduce yourself. Once again, just click on the hyperlink. It'll take you straight through to the casual chat. And we just like to get to know one another. I just chat about whatever's on our mind, even if it's some silly news, for example, the Bitcoin mine with its own power plant and just whatever's going on. I sometimes send movie trailers I'm interested in watching, and we just shoot the breeze, right? And we also share information that is going on around the world and relevant to ourselves and what could be beneficial to the community. So yeah. Okay, so we have a community huddle. This is very important. On Zoom at 7 a.m. -5 UTC. Okay, so I'm in Panama and my time zone year round is -5 UTC. I don't change with the daylight savings with England and America, and I think South Africa changes as well. I'm not entirely sure who it affects and who not, but Panama is a standard -5 UTC all year round. So at that time zone, every single morning, except for Sundays, we will have a group huddle. Now, the group huddle is open to all community members. There isn't a hierarchy of trader. There's none of that. Like it's all lateral. So it's open to all traders at MTOPS, and we get together, and inside there's a chat box that you can post your questions if you have any questions on your mind, or if there's something you want to add, or if you want to share your screen because you're just coming into this problem and you just need some guidance from us. That's where it happens. So 40 minutes in the morning, which is at 7 a.m. -5 UTC, is where we all get together as a community and we can interact. More often than not, I just talk about the markets because there aren't really any questions, but it doesn't mean that there needs to be a one-way communication. It's very interactive if it needs to be. So feel free to ask the questions, jump in, activate your microphone, ask questions, and so on. So I need to emphasize on that because I want you to fast track your success journey so that you can be in the best place forward when you're ready to get into your self-reliant trading journey. Okay, so these live streaming chats are daily updates on the market, and they are not available to the public. So it's strictly community members only. And what I also do is I record them. And the records go into our own private video hosting service, and those links get sent out to the community and they're shared with everyone that is in the community. Guys, don't be silly. Do not send the links outside of the community. It's irresponsible. It's first of all rude because it's our personal IP, but what most importantly, the information that we're learning here and applying over here is interactive and it's progressive, and it needs to be done in line with the course material. So if you're sending out our links to someone that is thinking about joining, or I don't know, someone who is outside the community, it's just going to go over their heads. They won't get it. And even with the video links, whatever the case is, they just, you need, it's the interaction, it's the trade journey, the progression of the story that makes the power trader, the super trader, the guy on top of the world when it comes to having the life of freedom and everything he wants. So don't do any injustice to the person you may send the links to, because it will just go over their heads and they won't have the best opportunity from their aspect to move forward with us, to move forward. Some guys were like, well, they don't have the money, but then in conversation with me, I'll work out something. I care about people more than I care about anything else. So whatever the case may be, those recordings will be made available. And also what I want to add to that is that the reason they're made available is because not everyone's available at 7 a.m. my time, which will be 10 p.m. Australia time, and then it kind of builds itself backwards. So if you're in church or on your way to work, or you just can't make the live huddles, then watch the recordings. They'll be available to you every single day, and those links will be dropped into this channel. So let's move forward. So this is announcements, and every single morning I'll write a little message over here. I'll say, hey guys, or say basically hey at everyone, and that will select everyone in the community. Here is the Huddle link, and then just drop it down. So I'll copy and paste the Zoom link. So we operate from a program called Zoom. If you don't have it, download that now. Okay, so guys, you can go to the, I think it's over here somewhere. Everything, yeah, so I think over there. All right, cool. Let me just change the order of these around. Okay, so referral links over here will be where you find that. Okay, so every single morning, please join us if you can. Even if you just have us in the background, just have the phone running, have your screen somewhere nearby, watch what's happening, post any questions, and interact. Okay, so let's move over to referral codes as we continue our journey through the wonderful world of Discord. Okay, in your referral codes, you get all the discount links over here. So if you want to start with FTMO, you'll get some benefits. I can't remember what they are. So if you're starting with our institutional money group, definitely click over there, get that set up. If you're new to TradingView, very important, get your 16% discount, click it on. $600 sign-up bonus on Bybit. Binance, I think, is also like a 27% discount. I don't remember anymore. What's important is, yeah, the Zoom bit. I want you to download this. Okay, so this is very, very important to every single day meetings. So make sure that you have that on your devices, be it your iPad or your phone or your laptop. You want to be a part of the community huddles. VPN for USA citizens. I know that they're clamping down quite a lot on exchanges. It's nice just to have a VPN up. This is one that's truly for free. You get 2 gigabytes a month, and just activate it if you want to trial out going to change where the American government, for example, think you are. Okay, so I use that VPN if it helps. And then if you need to get through to me on Telegram for any reason, here's my link over there as well. Okay, so that's just the referral codes, quite simple stuff. Moving down, testimonials, guys. This seriously warms my heart every single day. Okay, so when I get positive messages, here's Neil who's recently joined within a week. Like it really moves me forward. Okay, it just expands my energy field to go over and beyond and to do more and achieve more from my end, so that the likes of yourselves can also have that a part of your world. So super important stuff. Please, if there's anything positive you want to share, write it here in testimonials, or send it through to me and I'll screenshot it and put it in here, because it really helps the new guys who are a little bit unaware of what the community is about. Maybe they found out about us through social media or something like that, and they're like, well, I've kind of come to this place, I'm not sure if it's right for me, and they read your beautiful words and then they relax and they feel at home. So it's really beneficial to the likes of myself, because I get to expand more and want to do more. but the likes of those who are new to the community. So write everything positive that you feel into the testimonials. Okay, so into the academy, we've discussed this already. Go through the playlists. On this, I will be updating this information moving forward. So the videos are going to be done with the new setup, with the new microphone, so it's a lot warmer on the ears. I've got the latest MacBook. I've got some professional cameras and all that kind of stuff now. So I'm going to be condensing the video content into shorter, more structured, more concise videos. So that's on their way. I'm just waiting for my equipment to come through. And to be honest with you, I'm a dad to an 8-month-old baby. So my energy levels are at the mercy of him, and he's like this hyper genius, so trying to keep up sometimes is a bit overwhelming, but I'm going to get a lot better with the videos. So that's on their way, and they'll be here in the video tutorials. Once again, keep it methodical, keep it systematic, make sure you lock in each piece of information first. Some guys just like to eat through information in a day. You can do it as quick as a day, but my recommendation is just work your way into it. Okay. Questions for Blano? Okay. Whilst that just happened, so you probably just saw on my screen now that it went from light to dark. Okay, so why that happened is I have a Mac, as I may mention to, and inside there it switches with the time of day. So like the sunset, sunrise kind of a switch that you might have in your iPhone. So I'm going to take this opportunity to jump into that real quick, and then we can continue through the journey down the Discord and its rooms. Okay. So what you want to do is go down to the bottom of the screen if you're on your laptop, which you should be, and then go to user settings and click the cog wheel. Okay, so inside here I'm just going to talk through what to focus on and what to ignore. So it is a bit overwhelming at first because there's just so many options. There's a lot of customization that you can make your own, but I'm going to just say what to focus on, and let's skip the noise. So first and foremost, what I recommend doing is going down to your app settings, go to appearance, and as you can see over here under theme, I've got your sync with computer. So during the daytime it'll be light, as you saw, and then nighttime it'll go dark. That's the way I like to have it. I know this definitely works on Mac. I hope it might work with Windows as well. If it doesn't, my recommendation is stick to light. I know a lot of guys like to have a darker screen because of the eyes and the blue light and that kind of thing. I just feel that the dark mode makes it look a little bit like gamer-like. And I personally, I'm like in my mid-30s, so I don't really like the dark everything vibe. So I always sync the computer, so at nighttime it goes to dark, but during the daytime, which is where I'm on Discord most, then it'll be light. So go to app settings, change that to sync with computer. To go down a bit more, go to voice and video. As you can see, that's automatically determining the input sensitivity over here. But what's important to look at is your device input settings. More often than not, it'll be on your default. I prefer to have the mic that I've got, of course, set up, and then my output would be my headphones are connected to the audio hub that is connected to my laptop. But just if you got a nice pair of headphones or a nice pair of or a nice microphone, you can just go and change it inside there. So that's how you change voice and video. Now, what is absolutely detrimental to me personally is notifications. Now, I can't stand notifications irritating my eyes. So please, guys, save yourself the irritation. Go through to notifications under app settings and just go to enable desktop notifications. No. Go to enable unread badge. No. Don't have notifications ruin your day. There might be sounds that come through. That is not okay. I don't know what is wrong with these guys. Just go to click everything off. Messages, deafen, mute, whatever the situation is, just click them off. So instead of having activated, deactivate all of them. So that'll definitely save you a lot of frustration. The other stuff is just, I wouldn't pay too much attention to it. It doesn't apply to many guys. So just, press escape or just get out of there and let's continue our journey. Okay, so questions for Blanos. This is mostly for the guys who can't attend the huddles. If you are busy, but you do have a specific question for me, this is where I go to look for those and then ask them here. You'll notice as the community expands that there are a lot of questions that get kind of lost because everyone's kind of inputting their information, right? So it's super important to be engaged. But when you start clicking onto the room and it's like 50 unread messages and 50 unread messages and 50 unread messages, you kind of don't necessarily always get what is most important. So if you can't join the huddles, post the questions here for questions for Blanos, so I'll specifically answer them. Or if, for example, the questions are being lost in a thread and you really want me to have a look at those questions, put them here. Okay. Otherwise, if you do open up your questions to casual chat or into Bitcoin charts, which we'll get to in a short while, then I'm also going to assume that you're addressing the community. Just on that notice, I really like the community, helping out the community. I feel that the more you teach, the more you learn. You get to look at other guys' styles, you get to see where they might be overlooking things, and you start to fine-tune your eye onto what's happening out there. So I really encourage a teacher-student trading environment. So when you ask questions out there, you're going to have answers from all different styles of traders, and that's really good. So don't always take everyone's answer as the actual answer. That's just their best effort in answering it. Like I said, if you've got any questions specifically for me, it's no problem. Go through to questions for Blano. But generally, guys like to help other guys and include everyone and just build that community atmosphere. So very important. You can put any questions you want in Bitcoin charts and casual chat. But again, anything for me, you know what to do. Okay, so the resources here, we just plug in things that may be beneficial. What I recommend you doing straight out the gate is going through to this post over here. It says MTOPS resources. Go to download this. So basically, this is a I'm trying to think if I should make a little video on this separately. Okay, if you know what you're doing with TradingView, what I want you to do is go to MTOPS resources, go find this particular message, and you'll see you have a download option over here. Just click that download, and it'll go down to your downloads folder, double click, and it'll open up a text document. Take this text and just follow these instructions. Go to where it says Pine scripts at the bottom of your TradingView screen. I can just read over here. So open up the Pine editor in TradingView. So it'll be at the bottom of your screen. Click on open, click on new blank indicator, then paste the contents of the text file in there, which will overwrite the initial template code that is there. Save it, and then go to add to chart. So we've got our own version of the oscillator. It's better than anything else on TradingView. So if you want to get that for yourselves, which I highly recommend it, definitely do that. Okay, so do that right now and maybe get back to this video. Okay, so inside the resources, you can have a look at different environments over here. So the setup confirmation and scaling correction. When you go through the video tutorials for the first time, the very first video 0, setup confirmation and scaling, or to set up on TradingView, will have a ratio of 6:9. That's incorrect. Unfortunately, when I suggested that 6:9 ratio, it was for my laptop screen at the time, and evidently not all laptops are the same size. You got 24-inch and 30-inch and all these different inches, so the ratios aren't all the same. So if I get that 6:9, if you want to get that sorted out real quick, there's a 2.2 megabyte quick video here, so download and watch that. There's some rules that we recommend. Just go into the MTOPS resources. There's some nice things over here. We also have a knowledge library. So what's inside here, for example, are the Zoom calls. So we did some Zoom calls throughout the year, just in terms of the progression of MTOPS and building it into the system. So once you've finished off with the video tutorials, go through to this knowledge library, and there's more videos there. So it's MTOPS Zoom calls that will add all the real all the surrounding information, that the meat to the bones. So everything that the little tweaks, the little nuances, and so on, so on, so on. If you're looking for additional videos, you're going to find a knowledge library. It'll take you through to Telegram. The reason being is that on Telegram, you can hold bigger files on there. So that's where we've recorded that. And just by the way, we were on Telegram for most of the year, but guys decided to come across to Discord because there's that voice chat, like Huddle environment that they wanted. So we did that. And also in doing so, we have these new rooms, which are structured in different ways. So that was a bit of a benefit as well. So inside the resources, go through the MTOPS basics, tips and tricks is a good video I recommend. Just give that a watch as soon as you can. Just in terms of your different time zones, my recommendation, okay, so just go through this on your own time. It's not necessarily detrimental to our trading. It's just nice to have these environments over here. If you're an American guy and you're looking to find something that doesn't require a know your customer documents, this FTMO option is pretty good for you. And okay, this is Bybit. So yeah, just go have a look right here. But where I want to end off the segment is at the every time zone converter. You'll be able to see when the huddles are in relative to you. So once again, at 7 a.m. at -5 UTC, there's the huddles every morning. So go through to this environment, click on that, and have a look as to when it's relevant. A lot of guys are GAN enthusiasts. So WD GAN is one of our favorite traders of all time. I've put this study group together for everyone to get involved. There's over 30 books here with him in particular that you can go and study. We've also got some files on the drive here. So if you're a GAN fan and you want to learn a bit more about astrophysics from his perspective, or the time cycles and so on, go through to the drives. All that raw information is there. Okay, so let's get on to the community. Right, I think I can collapse these as we go just to make it like a tick box. Community, here we go. MTOPS community, as you know, casual chat is where we hang out, so feel free to do that. The MTOPians cards are something we've recently released. We are going to be modernizing this and putting it into our website, but for the time being, we've just made them real simple and just a nice warm welcome to each of the community members for the new entrants, of course, and the guys who've been here for a while. So if you're really interested to dive into who else is in the community, here is a place to do that. I super recommend you getting into that space, because you don't know who you're going to meet. There's some really, really great guys from across the world. We've got a lot of devs. We've got a lot of fathers. We got a lot of like really powerful business guys, millionaires, like multi-millionaires, and so on and so forth. So it's a great community of a wide variety of guys. Like I said, cross culture, cross age group, cross the planet, and your information will be here as well. So engage and build bonds. Here's a place to do so. We're very, very big in community, and that's why we call it the MTOPia. All right, and we're all MTOPians because we're trying to build a better world than it currently exists. Okay, so photography is also where we get involved in with family and so forth. There's my son. We've got Arch on this escape, leaving Bangkok. I think he's going to one of the islands over there. We've got Clint over here smashing Malibu, California with his longboard. We've got Cliche Mercedes driver. So Michael's German and he drives a Mercedes. Okay, who would have thought? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so photography is where we get to see our family and interact with each other's lives a bit more. A lot of guys have taken keen interest on photography, just in general. So that's where we got to share that. Once again, guys, community is very, very important. Please don't hold back, just engage. Okay, so into the charting section is the reason why you're here. Once again, you'll be sharing your charts over here, and then just monitoring your own progression and community progression forward with the succession of making sure that the price is going to where you forecasted it. It's a great place to hang out. Like I said, the days of trading in a lonely environment are gone. Okay, there's no excuse to feel alone in the space anymore. The days of trading with losses are gone. There's no real excuse to take any more losses, and you'll find that with the MTOPS. So it's super important that yeah, you just become one of the members. So charts go into Bitcoin charts. Trade gallery goes. So this guy is super stoked that the mag box, which is basically, you'll find out the mag box is a magnetic box of where we forecast price to go. So just like having a magnetic box that magnetizes price to it, we put down a forecast, and 9 times out of 10 price goes exactly where we're going to go next, where we suggest it to go. Like, we don't do this for profit anymore. We do this for a lot bigger purposes. So that's why it's really important that you engage from a community aspect, because profit becomes boring. It's like winning becomes obvious. We've got guys who have been a part of us since February this year, and it's now the beginning of August, so a couple of months down the line, and they're hitting 25 consecutive trades. 25 trade win streaks in a row. Okay, it's insane what the guys are getting into. And Bitcoin was just a myth to them before February. So lives are changing, and it's super important to us, because we want the progression of the human community and beyond. Okay, so when you are successful, start seeing your successes, feel free to drop your charts in here. This is not for me, this is for the community, it's for everyone involved. You can see over here that Brett is absolutely killing it. We've got Bullseye from Emil, and so on and so forth. Josh, this is gold, it's not even Bitcoin. Going down, bang, bang, exactly to where it's forecasted. So again, share your success. Everyone wants to see you succeed, so don't be shy with it. Other charts is for guys who are going over and beyond Bitcoin. Our strategy works across all markets, across all time frames. So Forex, equities, precious metals, you name it, we've nailed it. So those guys who don't want to only trade Bitcoin will post their charts here, and that's where the community will get together and chat about that. Okay, so that's the MTOPS chart section sorted. The trade results is very, very cool. We've got Brian, who's the head of this. He'll post through the polls every single transition and turning point. These are all for the 32-minute chart. Just share how you're winning. We've got guys here either winning strong or protecting their capital. It's very seldom that you're going to see a loss. And if it is the case, it's normally something we all learn from. This happened as a group. We've got some guys who are trading as a group, so they made a decision together. Otherwise, you just see protection of capital or growth of capital, which is far beyond anything you're going to see out there. Okay, so FTMO Challenge Champions. Okay, so these guys have opted into the institutional money side of MTOPS. MTOPS have unofficially partnered up with a company called FTMO. They're not scam artists, they're legit, and they provide up to $400,000 of their capital to our traders, or to any traders, but we're the guys who succeed. So if you're someone who doesn't have a lot of money to start out with, or maybe got $1,000 left of your savings, or not even that, FTMO will provide you up to $400,000 to trade for of their money to trade with. And then what you make from it is a 70-30 split. So let's say, for example, you take $100,000 of their money, you trade with it, and you make 10% of that money. You grow that account by 10%. It's 70-30 split. So 70% will be yours, 30% will go to them, and then boom, the next month starts. So it's super awesome. We've got at least 10% of the community who are plowing through this information, which is outstanding. From a testimonial perspective, some guys wonder whether or not I've done that before, and I cleaned up that challenge within the minimum amount of time. Okay, so it's not difficult. If you want to do it, the facility is there. Get involved, and feel free to lean on the guys and get there and learn from the experience. It's super awesome. This can literally change lives. It is providing thousands of dollars of profit into the pockets of our traders. So get involved if it appeals to you. The ICO corner is a bit quiet. Some suggestions come through here. I wouldn't focus too strongly on that. So let's move on over here. So in terms of mastering the trading, right, you have to master 3 things. You got to master the chart, master the trade, and master yourself. We're super spiritual. I meditate every single day. If you're spiritual yourself, then feel free to share your meditations. Let us know about the Schumann resonance that may appeal to you, or just guidance from shamans. Whatever the case may be, it's open up to whatever you feel is best case scenario. We've got some really pertinent information that came through thanks to Neil and to Nick that helped me out personally. Neurofeedback testing is machines that I'm going to get in, because trading's a bit crazy. You live in kind of this fight or flight mode more often than not during the day. So just having some neurofeedback, for example, into your phone just to see how you're doing is really good for your overall health. That's just some of the stuff that's covered in this channel. I hope you dive into it, because it'll be potentially life-changing with the information that kind of gets shared there. The holistic trade is similar to that. This is more motivational videos, and it kind of dips into magnetism and the shapes of the universe, and just guys getting into a better state. So we've got here Arnold Musculus diet. It's ancient dude, but supervised, and so on. Okay, so motivational videos, whatever gets you going, just general information you want to share that's going to enrich the lives of others to create a holistic trader. Pump it into there. Okay, MTOPS Bees, as you said, we're very community driven. We've got guys sharing their vibes from all over the world. We've got dubstep, we've got chill step. I really want to get this made for my lounge, and whatever is vibing with the guys. We've got something like acapella, I think, over here. Send it through. It's always important to have good music whilst you're trading. It helps you focus. It keeps your emotions in check. So either post it over here, or alternatively just benefit from our library. I've been a DJ for the last 15 years, so I've got taste and access and appreciation to music from all over the globe. I've had hundreds of thousands of people on my dance floors over the years, so I can appeal and relate to it all. So if you want some good tunes, you know who to speak to. Okay, so that's the master of the self. Now, voice channels, guys. What I absolutely recommend is you to get onto the voice channel and discuss what's happening on the market, especially at turning points. Get together with your community. I've spoken about this a lot in this video. These are the guys who are going to have your back. Go over, click over into the FTMO group or Krasra chat, and just get on, just get to know one another, talk about the market, share your screen, and get to see what everyone else is seeing, what everyone else is feeling, and their logic, and start to shape your view of the market together with your community members from across the world inside there. Please use it. Don't be shy. Get on there. Be respectful, but abuse it in a way. Like, just absolutely get on there as much as you can. Okay, so that's the voice channel sorted out. The expansion is more for the guys who have who are seeking purpose outside of themselves. So I've got a few individuals who are enlightened, in my opinion. Namely, there's a guy called Emil, who is a software developer in the Netherlands, and he's all about creating and enriching the lives of others. So he and I have partnered up. We've created an application that you should have, by the way. I should put a link to that, I suppose, in this environment. So if you don't have the application, I can send it. So he and I created that application together. We're also creating our own trading system, which will be an all-in-one hub. It will include the charting, it will include the MTOPS charting as well. So the tools will be super fast, one-click convenience. We've also got the trading elements coming through. So the where to buy and where to sell, where to have your stop loss, where to have your entry, and where to have your targets are going to be indoctrinated into it, as well as the direct link into the institutional money, for example, where the real money is. So like I said, institutional money, you can trade up to $400,000, and we're going to build our system in so you have direct access to making trades in multiple tens of thousands of dollars at a time. And every time price moves, there's just hundreds of dollars of profit that come your direction. So it's all happening. Financial all-in-one hub is on its way. And this is where we kind of just talk about those projects, getting to understand a little bit better. And this is, where you'll find a lot of the information. So there is our app. You should have it by now. If not, I'm going to quickly put it into the resources group where you can go download and get it. All right, guys, that's pretty much how this whole environment works. I think the only thing missing out is if you want to send a direct message to someone, just click on their name and then write the message inside it, and it will go through to them. Brett, by the way, is our systems admin. He will let me know if there's anything I need to be aware of, and he also helps me out with the general progression and whereabouts of Discord. So a massive asset to the community. We've got a lot of great players over here. It's good to see Benny and Ant together hanging out there. Benny is an incredible dancer. Ant is the size of a house. So when we get together for MTOPS party, I think they're going to kick off the dance floor undoubtedly. Okay, so resources are where I want to go, and let's do that over here real quick. So go to our website, and then scroll to the second page. I can't spell application, apparently. Application. All right. Go there, copy and paste, get the application. It's super pioneering, mind-blowing stuff. Okay, so that's a very quick run through Discord. I'm sure by now I've lost your attention about 6 times. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for understanding the group at large. We've got a whole bunch of value over here. We're about more than profit. We're here to really expand the lives of everyone involved, and we want to take guys out of a space of obligation and push them into a place of inspiration. And the like-minded souls all have come together from around the world to be a part of that mission. So once again, we've got over 100 students from all over the planet, and I'm so glad that you're one of them. And just continue to enrich others, continue to grow yourself, continue to grow others, and once profit becomes obvious, then the rest of this movie becomes ecstatic, okay, and really exciting for you. So thanks for your attention. If you have any questions, you know what to do, and you may now go have either a cup of coffee or a beer if you haven't already, because I'm about to. This has been a long one. All right, my friends, ciao for now.